Hey, Matt here on the Osage River, Mari Osa boat ramp. Nice day. Wasn't supposed to be raining today, but it's raining today. So, of course, it didn't start raining until I was loaded up and ready to get here. So, here I am. Mari Osa boat ramp, Osage River. That's better. I'm going to take a run up to Lock and Dam in the rain. Should be an interesting day. So get turned around here, see what's going on. I got the river runner out today. Kind of a busy boat ramp today. Osage River's at like 4 feet at the river gauge here. I don't know what we're going to run into up by the dam. Hopefully I get to do what I want to do today, which is you know, we always have well, let me say, some kayakers have questionable life choices, and this is probably one of those days. So, also, kind of experimenting today. I'm not a big fan of paddle leashes. I think they're personally dangerous, because you hook them to yourself or to the boat, and it keeps your paddle from floating away. But people have got the legs and feet caught up within that paddle leash, and has caused them even more grief. So, done something a little different. I don't know if it's going to work, but hooked to my glove. So, I don't know. We're going to have to just see if it's in the way like this, if it's a good idea, bad idea, does it work for me? I don't know. Anyway, I'm hoping not to find out today, because if I find out today, that means I'm in the water and not on the water. And it is February. Water is very cold. Air temperature is 65 degrees or thereabouts, I believe. So it's definitely a day not to swim. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyway, I'm going to get you turned around and get going upriver. So I'll get back with you when I get upriver. Okay, so I'm coming up on the Lock and Dam. That noise you hear is the water coming over the dam. If I can get my camera to work. Well, there we go. That was kind of weird, but anyway, there you have the Lock and Dam. The lock, of course, is all the way river right. Well, I'm sorry, that will be river left. It is to your right as we are currently looking at it. Okay, sorry, I had playing with the camera just a little bit to see what's going on with it. I'm not sure if it's zooming or not. Okay, we'll find out in the video. I'll find out at the same time you do, I guess. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So, occasionally, during the warm winter months when the river's flowing pretty good, they're releasing Magnum Dam or whatever, the water does come over this dam. I've seen it almost as high as those little tower thingies that are sticking up there. And there's debris close to the top of those towers that are hung up, logs and sticks and whatever, which tells you at one point the river was obviously that high. So anyway, that's it. What I like to try to do, as I said in the beginning of the video, sometimes us kayakers have bad life choices. Well, we're about to see one of mine. I think, and it's a really bad idea. That's why I chose to do it when the river was low. I was kind of wanting it to be a little bit lower than what it is right now. But we're going to see just how far we can safely, we can safely go into the lock. As I said, this will be one of those bad life choices. So it's not the day for a swim, but let me see what it looks like first. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. But at any rate, we're going to get a good look at the dam with a little bit of water coming over it, if nothing else. From what I can see right here, going into that lock today would probably not be a really good idea. But I'll be able to tell closer, better, I should say, when I get up there closer to it. Good news is there's two boats out here fishing, so surely they'd come rescue me once I washed out of it. Yeah. Anyway, when I get just a little bit closer, I'll check back in with you. Okay, here we are. Really rough water. There's a lot of water coming off here. very turbulent water. There are no boats in this area right here. All this turbulent water is coming from all that right there. Gotta fight to stay in place. All this turbulent water that I'm sitting in is coming off of that tower, whatever thing. I haven't got close enough to the lock yet to check it out. We're gonna head over there next. Pretty cool stuff right here. Brought you to sleep pretty good. If you never really understood or knew the force of water, this should give you a good idea. That water coming over there and that fluff pile is making all of this water turbulent. Pretty neat. Okay, now this is not fun no more. Alright. Turn and burn and get out of here. Go right down over here. Here's our way out. There's our way out. The water taking out. Just like that. You gotta know how to read the water when you're doing things like this. Marvelous sight to see, the structure and all and everything, but it is also a deadly structure. When you get around this thing, you better know what you're doing. Try to get around these two without disturbing them in their fishing. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here's the lock. Yep. closest we're gonna get right here. Yep, this is it. Only thing I can do here, get in that train, go on out. Alright, that was it. We can run at it like this until we get to the water where we're gonna have problems. If I come down the wave train, now I'm going up next to it, headed straight for the lock. Alright, that's about it, folks. As far as I dare to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna head for the house because I think I might get stuck in the rain. So I think it's time to head for the house. So I will check in with you until I get down to the boat ramp. Alright, just gonna drift and ease my way on down there. So see you in a bit. Alright, so I'm not very far from the ramp, and the paddle leash thing hooked to my glove just didn't work out very well. Like I didn't think it would. Good idea, I guess, but it just don't work. You go to reach for something in the kayak, like your water bottle, and do something with your electronics. It just doesn't work. So anyhow, good idea, but just don't work. Anyway, coming in the ramp, I'll be packing up and heading to the house. It's been a great day on the river. short day, but any time on the river is a good day. Sure beats sitting on the couch watching, you know, whatever. I'd rather be on the river than in the house anyway. But when you're living in Missouri, you gotta just get on the river when you can, especially during the winter months, because you don't got much opportunity. So it was a great day. Got to see a nice sight at the dam. Keep in mind it's very dangerous. Probably shouldn't do what I do. But anyhow, I will see you in the next video.